Hello, everyone. It is so nice to be back again with you. I think I recorded maybe 3, 4 weeks ago, and I'm very happy to be back and giving you some practices and tools for your toolbox and your life and how to find calm and peace and greater health and well being during these challenging times, which definitely they are. But everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out. But I'm here to train you and to coach you and to teach you things about mindfulness and ways that you can just stop for a moment and find calm and a greater sense of peace and connection with others. So this is for you parents, guardians, kids. Everyone can use these practices and this idea and this information purposefully, with choice, and it really, really works. So this is what we're going to do. The last time I presented, I talked about my toolbox, my mindfulness toolbox, my toolbox of well-being, which we all need. We all need our tools to go out into the world and to be with ourselves and find ways to be our best, not the best, our best, and to be safe and at peace and calm and just have a greater awareness of ourselves, even during times when we're not feeling the greatest, even when we have challenging emotions like fear or doubt or frustration or anger. Absolutely, you have those feelings, but they don't have to own you. They do not have to own you and cause you to react over and over again, but rather with mindfulness, with a focus and a greater ability to bring attention, you can learn to respond wisely with greater calm and greater clarity of thought, the way you speak and the way you act. And I'm here to help you to learn how to do that and to find ways of being more at peace. So the last time I talked about my toolbox, and here is my mindful toolbox, very, very big. I go into schools, I work privately with people, and these are some of my tools. I showed you the hands before for 500 breathing. I have balls, I have dots, I have letters, I have string, many cards, playing cards. So what I do is I talk about the tools and I give you the tools to think about in your mind's eye. You want to get a little toolbox? Get a little toolbox. I think they're $1.99 at the dollar store. And fill it with the tools that will help you as an adult, as a teenager, as a child. It works. It's very, very helpful and very, very healthy. So the one tool that I did bring up the last session was a flashlight. And I want to revisit that because it's very powerful, the idea of the flashlight. And with regards to mindfulness, and remember, mindfulness, full of mind. Now, the mind is what you focus on. The brain is an organ in your skull, in your head. Two different things. Mind, focus, attention, awareness. The mind is an organ in your head, and they work very closely together. So the flashlight, just as human beings, can be different. I have two different flashlights here. And I'm pretty sure I had a different flashlight the last time I presented. But here you have a very cute little flashlight. It can power itself through solar, through the sun. And if I shine it, you see it's weaker, it's off, it's stronger, calmer, off. This flashlight, red, different personality, different light, stays the same unless you point it and use it to change what you're bringing your attention to, what you want greater clarity on, what you want to see a little closer. And that's what we use flashlights for. So You can choose the type of person that you tend to be. What is your attention like? What is your flashlight of attention? What power do you want to bring to the moment? Maybe you're not even remembering your flashlight and you need to say, oh, I need my toolbox. I need my flashlight of attention. What do I want to take a really close look at? What do I maybe want to stand back and get a bigger picture? So you can zoom in and you can zoom out. And a flashlight is like your thoughts. Your thoughts can be steady, and at times your thoughts can wander. We all have it. It happens to all of us. Doesn't matter who you are or what anybody tells you. And when your thoughts wander, as they might do, the cool thing about your flashlight of attention and the coaching and the training and the tools that you're getting for your toolbox is you have the power and the choice to bring it back. Bring it back to the moment. Bring it back to whatever you need to focus on. And if your mind wanders again, fine. Notice that you've wandered. Notice that you might be distracted and bring it back. Jon Kabat-Zinn says if your mind and your thoughts wander 100 times, bring it back 100 times. So flashlight of attention, flashlight of noticing. Different strengths. Zoom in, zoom out to get a bigger picture where you might want to see something, a thought, an emotion, a sensation that you might be having in your body. Maybe an urge that you want to act on. Maybe you behave in a certain way. You want to take a look at that. A little closer, maybe not so close. All of us need to do it. All of us should do it at times. And nothing can be done 100% of the time. And no one's perfect or perfectly imperfect. So you use it when you can. And the more you practice using your flashlight of attention, the stronger it will get. Whatever you practice improves. Whatever you practice strengthens. So flashlight of attention, I'm going to revisit it often as I give you a tool each session. I wanted to revisit it from session 2 because it's that powerful and that important regarding your flashlight of attention. So keeping that in mind, we are going to move on to our practice. So this is a formal practice. So parents and kids, there's 2 types. There's formal and informal. Flashlight of attention, 5-finger breathing, that's considered informal. You can do it at the moment. You don't need to be holding anything. You can bring your attention like a flashlight. You can fade out. It might wander. It just helps with being more present in the moment or to notice that you're not present. So formal practices are mindful moments, purposeful moments where you calm down, you sit quietly. It can be in silence. Silence is a superpower, just like the power to choose. But today we're going to do what's called a guided practice. So what I need you to do is I need you to sit, find a place to sit. You can sit on the floor, sit on the couch, sit on a chair, doesn't matter. Because in this exercise, and this is an exercise, we exercise when we train, when I coach, when I teach. A lot of exercising. So in this exercise, I want to train, coach, and teach you to sit still. And it's going to be, I'm going to use the idea of a frog, to sit still like frogs can sit still. So all you need to do is to find that place, and maybe you're already sitting there with your back straight. Sometimes I call it a tall spine, straight, not slouched over, not sleeping. When we slouch and we rest like that, we actually lose oxygen to our brain. So we want to be very alert. We want to be very attentive just for a few minutes. So find your place to sit. I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, let's practice our formal exercise. Now, sitting straight with a tall spine, your legs or your feet touching the floor. You have two options with your eyes. You can either close your eyes, which I believe works best, or half close them and just gently look down to the floor or your knees or possibly the table. And this is called a gentle gaze. And I want your attention, your flashlight of attention, if you will, to be focused on yourself. Frogs, they can jump really, really far. And they can croak really loud. And croaking for frogs is the way they communicate, the way they talk to each other or communicate some type of feeling they may be having. But frogs can also sit very, very still and do nothing. Frogs may find it difficult to sit still at first. Their arms want to move. Their legs want to move. But just like with frogs, the more you practice and they practice, they do nothing at all but sit still, just as you can enjoy doing nothing at all. Just to sit still as a frog. And now, just like a frog, you're sitting still as you possibly can. But to be still, you need something. We all need it. We need attention and calmness. Your legs are still. Just notice. Your arms are still. Your bottom is still. Even your head is still and calm. And while you're sitting here, maybe you notice, maybe with your flashlight of attention, you notice that some part of you is always moving. Your eyes maybe, or a finger, or maybe your bottom can't stop wiggling, and that is absolutely fine. It's not that you're not allowed to move, but that you notice that something is moving. And do you know what else is always moving? No matter how still you might be, it's your breath. The breath in your chest and the breath in your belly. If you want, you could put your hand on your belly and notice it moving up and down a bit while you're breathing. You can feel your belly move up a bit and down a bit. Up a bit and down a bit. Can you notice and feel it? Tuning into your belly and your breathing calms you down. And just like a frog, you're sitting still as you possibly can. Just see if you can stay focused with your flashlight of attention into your breathing in your belly for a little while longer. That's it. You're doing a good job. Tuning into your breathing can be very, very helpful and very, very healthy. Like maybe when you've fallen down, or when you're really angry, or you're tired and just want to relax a bit. Maybe you want to practice sitting still like a frog again tomorrow. We're going to end this practice in a moment. And what I want you to do is to take a few seconds to be silent, to use your flashlight of attention, to notice what silence is like, and then open your eyes, stretch your arms and legs and your body a bit, and then when we're finishing up, you can get on with your day. hope you have a good day. And remember, you're enough. So take a few seconds of silence. Notice your breath. When you're ready, stretch a little bit, open your eyes, and come back to the room. I hope you found that helpful. So, with our flashlights, as we are being responsible and taking care of ourselves and others, there's just 10 words. 10. You can hold on to one, you can pick one, you can just use that, you can listen to all of them and try to remember a few of these as you go through your days. Respect, do nice things, courage, fairness, no blame or shame, win well, lose well, be you, protect that mind, protect that brain. And your superpower is the power of you to choose and that you have choice. You be well, you take care, and I look forward to coming back another time and we'll check out this toolbox and bring up another tool. If you want to reach out to me, please feel free to reach Matthew's Mindful Moment. I'll be online and you can call me or send me an email and we'll see what we can do to help you out. All right, take care, be well.